Hey, what's up? This is Marlon Wayans. Welcome to the 23rd annual Soundwaves Christmas. It's toy drive. We're bringing toys and food and stuff for local families here in the Bay Area, and we're doing the kind thing because we're not Grinches, so don't you be. Sit your behind down and watch this. It's a beautiful, wonderful thing, and it's free. What else you got to do with your life? So, Merry Christmas. Bah humbug. Deuces.
You better watch out, you better not cry. You better not pout, I'm telling you why. He's making a list, checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice.
Back for more.
Yeah. I love saying this. Welcome, everybody, to Soundwaves Christmas.
That's right. And not only Soundwaves Christmas, but the 23rd annual Soundwaves Christmas. We've been at this for a long time.
Holy, we've been doing this for that long?
Yep. But there's a good reason for it.
Yeah,
you know, we've said
is.
plenty of times we wouldn't be here doing the show if the need wasn't there. And obviously, the need is still there.
I would love to get to the point where there's not. You know, where there's not completely ridiculous poverty happening right over our back fence, you know, where our friends and our families aren't losing their jobs and their places where they live, and just it's crazy out there. I mean, financially, you know, you can watch the news and it's a doomsday scenario, and they like it that way. But when you look around at our friends, at our neighborhoods, and you see how just average folks that you don't hear about on the news, these people are affected by this economic downturn. And it doesn't matter if it was 20 years ago or 10 years ago during .com, there's always somebody out there that's going to be affected by these things.
Right. And what we're doing is we're taking the opportunity with our show, with our friends, with our famous friends and our not-so-famous friends, and we're entertaining you with some really great entertainment. We've got some great rock and roll. We've got all kinds of different music coming up, but it's for a reason, because interspersed between the awesome entertainment that we have, we're also spotlighting charities. We're trying to raise awareness so you can figure out how you can help. And there's a segment, because we in our pre-show meeting, there's a segment that Jonathan is going to be involved in, and when he starts throwing some of these numbers around at you, you're going to be amazed. And what the most amazing part is, there is a solution to all of this. There really is.
There is a solution, and it really all begins, it's an individual choice. It's something we all choose to do. We choose to contribute or not. We choose to be gluttonous and do Black Friday, crazy Walmart stuff, or not. You know, you could choose to make a difference. You could choose to help somebody. And the cool thing about this show is it's not a begathon. If you're thinking we're going to spend 3 hours bashing you over the head, telling you how bad the world is, you know that. What we want to do is trade a little bit of information for a little bit of your generosity. And by the way, a lot of entertainment for your generosity as well.
That's right. And also another one of the things that we want to bring up is, one of the things we're doing this year is trying to get people in the mindset to pay it forward. Right. Whether it's with your neighbor, whether it's with your kids. You know, we're in this soup as a whole, as a community, as a planet, because of choices that we've all made up to this point.
Right.
We have an opportunity to change those choices, to make different choices, to go in a different direction. And that's one of the things, because a lot of times if you watch the show over the years, Dennis is right, it did become sort of a begathon. You know, please give, please, we've got this, we've got that, there's a need. Yes, you know what's going on. we're here to work as a community to try and figure out how to fix that. And you're a part of that. We all are in this global community.
And let's not forget about the entertainment.
And, of course, there's entertainment.
How about that Marlon Wayans?
Yeah, how about Marlon Wayans, right? That was nice of him to kind of say howdy and everything. Yeah. We've got bands galore coming up tonight.
We've got so much great stuff. And we're going to be checking in with our KGO talent who came out and said, what a great thing. Can I be part of this? Peter Finch from KFOG and KGO. Nikki Maduro. Yes, we're cutting away to the KFOG play space for Brett Burkhardt, who's going to be pretty much telling us how we can get involved. And pretty much everything you need to know is soundwaveschristmas.com. We're sending everybody there. That's where this whole thing lives online, and that's where you can make a contribution.
So basically what it's going to boil down to is lots of entertainment. We're going to try and expand your brain just a little bit, and we're all going to get involved, and we're going to see about doing a little something. Do something.
Well, I've got an idea. How about we do this? We're going to throw it across the stage to Jonathan Markham, Leilani Hanaiki, and the lovely and talented Joe McCaffrey.
All right, thanks, guys. Yes, Soundwaves Christmas again. See, fun. Well, it's good to see you guys again, and it's good being here for such a great cause.
Yes, it's amazing to see both of you.
Yeah, it's always great for Christmas that we can get together and do something for somebody else. I mean, I was really struck this year by I saw a statistic, and that is that we spend. Do you know how much we spend at Christmas, Joe?
Lots.
$450 billion on Christmas. That's just in America. Now, we also know that there are billions of people who don't have enough to eat and don't have enough to drink. So it's just great to be able to come at Christmas time and be able to do something for some. I know that's huge, but we can do something, can't we?
Exactly.
Definitely. It's the number, but the number's so big. You know, it's like billions of dollars. It's such a big number. And the thing is that while billions is not something that we can tackle, but each and every individual one of us can do something. You know, and that's the thing, and that's what we need people to do, to realize. You know, it's just that you don't have to tackle, you know, the big mountain, but you know, it's like you could take a little chip out of it.
Everybody can make a contribution.
Yeah,
and that's what
can make a
Soundwaves Christmas is all about.
And that's
we know that everybody can make a contribution.
Exactly. Even if it's just one person that you help, you can always help everybody at the same time.
How many of us buy at least one cup of coffee in the course of a week? Do you?
I actually buy every day, which is, I could be using that money for something so much better than what I have been using.
Well, you could just give up one in the week and make one a week and make a contribution. And if everybody did that, imagine what would happen.
Especially with the price of coffee nowadays.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So Soundwaves Christmas is all about us making a contribution. And we're going to throw to Brett Burkhardt, who's going to tell you how you can get involved.
Hi, it's Brett Burkhardt with KGO Radio, and I am honored to be here for the Soundwaves Christmas Charity Drive, an effort to get you to help some of the charities who need it most around the Bay Area, because they'll be the ones to give it to the people who are hurting in the Bay Area. And it's only amplified by the high cost of living in the Bay Area and the recent downturn in the economy. There are so many people who are underemployed. And that was a fact that was really amplified recently when KGO Radio held a special drive to try and raise awareness and get people to donate. They would call into KGO Radio and share some of their really tough stories about coming home from work and not having the money to buy food for themselves because the little money that they had, they needed to buy food for their kids. This is why this is very important, especially around the holidays. We're trying to save Christmas for a lot of kids. Right now, I'd like to tell you how you can help. It's very easy. All you have to do is go to soundwaveschristmas.com, and there you can pick from any charity in the Bay Area. Go in, find out what it's all about, and if you click on that charity, it'll take you right to the donation page. It is very simple to donate. Change somebody's life. The life you help may be your own, actually. And you need to know, too, that every single penny goes directly to the charity. The other thing you can do at soundwaveschristmas.com is watch any portion of the show you might have missed or just want to see again. Every performance from every musical artist is on the website, as well as more than 90 minutes of bonus performances that you can share through social media and with all of your friends. And that's exactly what we'd like you to do. Share it with your friends, get your neighbors involved, really help the community that you live in and help maybe somebody who lives nearby. Maybe it's your next door neighbor. We're going to send it down back to the stage for our first musical act on Soundwaves Christmas.
Hey, thanks, Brett. Okay, here's the deal. I am hereby issuing a notice to all the bands that are performing here tonight. These guys that are kicking off the show, they're going to come out of the gate running hard. We have got the bars going to be set really high, kids. And who's going to win tonight's Battle of the Bands? Why, you, the faithful home viewer. That's right, we have got a great evening of entertainment, and these guys are going to kick it off. Now, this band has been described as a rock band with a country problem. Now, which one are they? I'm going to solve that question once and for all. My 25 years of experience as a Soundwaves host enables me to make a decision here and say once and for all, they are awesome. Here you go, kids. Kicking off Soundwaves Christmas 2012, the Gold Diggers.
my unemployment ran out a month ago, and no more extensions. And it's good food. I mean, fresh vegetables. And you know, the whole grain breads. It's a blessing that we have this.
I didn't realize what it was like to be on the other end of the table until I was there myself.
My stomach starts hurting when I don't eat, and sometimes we can't have lunch.
Feels like my belly's growling at me.
Seniors, as a rule, are on a fixed income. They'll have their pension, their Social Security, and it's not always easy to get along on what you have.
Feeding America, they're a great, great group, and they've been doing great work for a long time.
A can of tuna for a lot of people is not a big deal, but it can mean a whole lot to a mother struggling to feed her kids.
Everyone has food banks in their communities. A group of people can come together and feed thousands of kids.
There's nothing in the world that makes you feel better about yourself than giving, and giving for the right reasons.
I'm down, but I'm not out, and I won't give up.
One of the jewels of Pacifica, in my opinion, is the Pacifica Resource Center. And it's a great pleasure to have with us Anita Reese, who is the Executive Director of the Resource Center. It's great to have you here. And you do phenomenal work. And but tell us a little bit about the special things that you do for Christmas.
Well, right now we are doing the Adopt a Family holiday program. We have families that register with the Resource Center and then are matched with donors who then go out and shop for their families and provide happy holidays for the kids of Pacifica.
Tell us, what does it cost a family?
Well, we ask that families pay or spend about $75 per child. So you could get a household of four people for about $250.
That's great. So they can really make a difference to this family. Now, do you have lots of families who register for this?
We have actually about 100 families registered right now, and there are others that would love to be a part of the program but are currently on the waiting list until we can get additional adopters for the Christmas time.
So for people that want to help those on the waiting list, all they need to do is call you?
Absolutely. Give us a call, let us know how many children you'd like to adopt, and we'll match them as quickly as possible.
That's amazing. And how long has that been going on?
You know, I've been with the Resource Center now for 3 years, and I just know that it's been going on for a really long time. We've been in existence since 1974, and I'd say that we probably have had some kind of a Christmas program for most of those years.
And what do you see for the future after the holidays as well?
Overall, we are the safety net provider of the city of Pacifica. So we have lots of food programs. We always need food to provide to families who are struggling to make ends meet. We also provide homeless referrals and assistance. One of the things that's coming up in January is the one-day homeless count. And during that time, we go out and we count the number of people that we see sleeping outside. So that's going to be really important in the coming year. So that we can hopefully get more resources to help those families, because there's no shelter along the coast. The closest shelter is in South San Francisco, and it's heavily impacted with a wait list of over 100 people.
Anita, homelessness and the like is not obvious to us here in Pacifica. Right. So can you give us an idea about what size of a problem do we have?
Well, the last time that we did the homeless count was 2 years ago, and there were 95 homeless folks counted that night. The 2 years prior to that, there was 16. So it's definitely increasing, but you're right, you don't see them sleeping outside in the doorways on the street. They're hidden. They're on the beaches in sort of in the wooded areas, and so it's a little harder to see, but they're here.
Now, it's not just the homeless, is it, that are in real need here? Well, give us some idea of the sort of need that our community is part of, because this is a show where Soundwaves Christmas likes to make an impact in our community. So what sort of a poverty problem do we have here in Pacifica?
Well, there was a recent article that said that 1 in 4 families in California are living below the poverty line. And in Pacifica, about 1 in 3 families are actually eligible for some kind of public or private support to help make sense.
Can you repeat that? I think some people might have missed that. 1 in 3 families are
1 in 3 families in Pacifica are eligible for some kind of public assistance of some kind. They don't get it because even though they're eligible, there's not enough to go around, but they are eligible for it.
So there's a real need.
Absolutely.
Now, you do all sorts of different things during the course of the year too, don't you? Yes. Tell us about the services that Pacifica Resource Center gives to us.
Well, we have ongoing food programs, so that happens throughout the year. We're also about to start our third year of free tax services, and that will be starting in January as well. We have a Thanksgiving program for the holidays. We do a back-to-school program in August for families to help them with back-to-school supplies and clothing and things like that. So, and then we have ongoing support for other critical family needs like utilities to help people keep the lights on, water, garbage. It sort of depends on what the families need, and then we do our best to either provide it directly or find resources outside of.
I don't think we should ever underestimate the amazing work that you guys do, and obviously there's there's adopting a family, but there's also help that you need help all through the year, don't you?
Absolutely.
And so if somebody wants to help you or somebody wants to adopt a family, what should they do?
They just need to call the Resource Center or email us and just let us know that they want to help. And we will match them as best as we can, either with a family for the Christmas holiday or based on their availability with a volunteer opportunity.
Well, thank you very much for coming and sharing that with us today.
Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely.
And that is what it's about. We are here at Soundwaves Christmas. How you doing, everybody? And we hope you're joining us. We hope you're contributing and that you're watching and having a good time with some great entertainment. And you know what? I am so thrilled for this moment because joining us right now to talk about some charities, but she's going to be rocking the stage in a little bit, the one and only Laura Johnston. Put your hands together, everybody. Welcome, Laura.
Thank you.
Now, you became involved in the whole Soundwaves Christmas process kind of early this year. You were the first act to sign on, and in the course, we've had great conversations. You did a great promo for us, and it only took us until about 2 weeks ago when I asked you, I was like, what charities do you like? And you pointed out that you really like Bread and Roses, and I'd never heard of this charity before, and I went to their website, and it was awesome. Tell us about Bread and Roses.
Bread and Roses is an amazing charity. It's based in the Bay Area, and what they do is they take music, dance, just phenomenal live shows into institutions and to people who are pretty much isolated from society. So I've seen pictures of, they've taken whole dance troupes or acrobatics, and I've had the chance to do some work for them, singing in a women's shelter and in a place for developmentally disabled people. They are just really, they know how to spread the joy, because I think there's nothing more moving and powerful than the arts, and that can really lift people's spirits, and you get to see it on the faces of the people you're singing to, and it's really, really special.
It sounds amazing, and it's got to be amazing from your perspective as a performer to have such a unique audience, and kind of spread that joy. You're not up there in front of 1,000 people, you're up close and personal, and so the way you affect them musically is more palpable, I would think, you know?
It's true. You can look at them and see, you know, sometimes you go in and at first it takes them a little while to warm up because they're kind of like, you know. And when you see that change and they all start singing along if you're doing some holiday songs for them, and by the end it's just like this big family feeling, and it's really special.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So is Christmas a big thing for you? The holiday itself?
Yeah, Christmas is a big thing. Ever since I was little, I just love the music, the decorations, the magic that goes with it. And it really does seem like people become happier and more friendly this time of year. And giving is a big topic. So I think it's definitely one of my favorite times a year.
Well, one of the themes that we're really going for this year is the personal touch, what Christmas means to you. And I would just think back for a second to maybe a toy you got when you were a kid that was really something that's special. It's something that really sticks in your mind as one of those great childhood memories. You have something like that?
Oh, boy. Yeah, let's see. Well, the thing that sticks out the most to me is the year that we got puppies for Christmas. There were 2 little German shepherds under the tree, and I just couldn't figure out how my parents had managed to hide them from us for so long. But because there was no noise, nothing, we just went down that morning, and there they were, these little puppies, and it was pretty special.
And it's something that really stuck with you, right?
Yes.
Because that's one of the main things that we're talking about is the memory of Christmas, the things that stick with you forever. And that's one of the things that we're trying to be able to do with the show this year. And it's great that you're giving of yourself to help us give other people memories like this. So really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for involving me. It's an honor. It's really fun too.
We do have some other business to take care of though, right?
We do, and you're sticking around. You're sticking around for the show, and you're closing out the show with your awesome band. We heard the rehearsal, and I don't think it's a spoiler to say this is going to be incredible. So
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We're stoked to be here. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Okay, we have a whole lot more Soundwaves Christmas for you. We'll be back after this.
The snow's coming down.